Well, hello everybody. This is Dr. Dick from Columbus, Ohio, and you're listening to our CTFO Rock Star Team training for September the 22nd, 2019. For you new folks, CTFO is a nutritional products and wellness company. It was founded by these three guys that you see right here if you're watching online. Steve and Stuart Finger, two brothers, and Michael Kahn. I've known these guys for quite some time. I just met Steve recently, but I've known Stuart and Michael for about 10 years. They are the kind of people that you want running the company that you're trying to build a business with. For your information, in case you don't know, they do not receive corporate bonuses or salaries. They are paid as distributors just like everyone else, just like you, just like me. That's an example of the kind of integrity that they have. Well, let's talk about some weekly progress. This past week, we brought in 178 new members. 23 of those joined for free by mail. Our 31-day team sales volume, $58,300. That's up a little bit. Our weekly TSV, so far, the week's not quite over yet, $13,019, significantly up from last week. We have 32,025 total members in our group. Yes, I know a lot of them have joined and never did anything and all that, but that's what happens when you allow people to join for free and you never kick them out. That's just one measure of our progress. My favorite measure of those TSV numbers. Postal Profit System, our mass letter mailing program. We sent out 162 new info packs this week. We had 8 auto ship signups. That's an uptick. We got 3 on Friday and 3 on Saturday. Okay. We did not send out any follow-up letters because we're all caught up. Some more will go out probably early next week. It just happens that, we send them out 30 days after the info packs, so apparently there was a lull in info packs a month ago. I don't know. Anyway, we'll be sending more follow-up letters out this coming week. Well, got a lot of stuff to talk about, and some of it I can't tell you. That's the good news and the bad news. Tuesday night's Leadership Council call, I told Mike Swilling on Friday when I talked, I said all my prayers were answered. Okay. Just a fantastic call. I'm going to tell you a little bit about some of it. First thing is, I want to tell you why it is absolutely critical, if you're a serious business builder, to get your little hiney to Reno, to the Reno regional meeting in November. Okay? Among other things, yes, we're going to announce some new products. Yes, you'll get to meet the founders and people like me, other leaders, etc. But Stuart is going to make an announcement in Reno that's going to rock our company and our entire industry. Okay, you want to be there, you want to hear it first. He gave us a preview. What it is a major enhancement to the pay plan. They're not taking anything away. Everything that we have now will stay in place, but they're adding something. All I can tell you, they showed us some numbers that just absolutely blew my mind. Okay, I usually don't have trouble getting to sleep, but I had a little trouble Tuesday night. as those numbers were just rattling around in my head and making me crazy. Let me just say this. In a previous company, both Mike Swilling and I were in that company, a similar enhancement was put in on a much smaller scale, and our commissions tripled, okay, tripled. Now, having said that, of course, like any part of the pay plan, it depends on you having a downline. Okay, if you haven't enrolled anybody and you don't have anybody buying product, well, no, it's kind of hard to make money because money is generated by product sales. I say that all the time. If no products are sold, no money is made. Okay. But if you have a significant downline, you can really, really benefit from this enhancement. So you want to get to Reno, very important. You want to hear it first. This enhancement is going to go into effect on November the 11th, the Monday after the Reno meeting, and you'll want to be ready for it. The other thing we heard is there's going to be some significant updates to the back office, improvements. I can't give you details about why and when, although it's going to happen, I'm told, in the next few weeks. The other things they told us about how this came about, I think, are confidential, so I'm not going to share them. But I know a number of you have complained that it's hard to navigate the back office and you can't get the information you want. And, you know, I've said a lot of the same things. Mike Swilling and I have constructively complained to the company about this for 9 months now. Well, they're fixing it, okay? That's fantastic news. Update on Canada. We're very close to implementing an agreement with a Canadian CBD provider. Okay, so no import will be required, and that will allow us to put our labels on their products. Now, they may not be exactly the same products we have here, but we will be able to legally sell CBD consumption products in Canada very soon. The agreement isn't signed yet. You know, it's a handshake thing, but it's coming. We're finally, in fact, we will probably be the first U.S. referral marketing company to legally provide CBD products in Canada. If you're one of our Canadian members, your prayers are about to be answered, okay? Well, what can you do to get ready for this enhancement that's going to happen on November the 11th? Well, it's time to put on the full court press. It's time to enroll as many people as you possibly can between now and November the 11th. There are lots of ways you can do that. You can do it by word of mouth. You can do it online. You can do it with our mailing systems. But now is the time. Then, of course, you know, September, October are two of the best months for direct mail, okay? People are back to school. They're thinking about Christmas and how they're going to pay for it and all of that. Time to put on the full court press, okay? Just let it all hang out. Do everything you can. I'm throwing as many postcards in the mail as I can. I'm mailing 1,000 Postal Profit System invitation letters every month. You know, I'm just pushing this as hard as I possibly can. And, you know, a lot of those sign-ups that I'm getting, I'm putting them under people who are under me. I'm in preparation for Reno. I'm trying to get as many as my executive managers to 5K as possible. Why? Because they're going to get $250 if they get to 5K before the Reno meeting. I want to help them do that. Plus, 5K is a start toward the road to real money. Let me say one other thing about this enhancement to the pay plan. It is going to explode your volume, and it's going to make it easier for you to get to 5K, 10K, 15, 20, and 25K, where you start getting infinity pay, okay, infinity bonuses. So if you want your business to explode, you need to enroll as many people as you can find between now and November 11. Of course, obviously, you can enroll them after that because you can tell them what's there. But go ahead and do it now. Be ready. This enhancement will attract anybody in our industry. If you know full-time heavy hitter type network marketing people, this will be the time to go after them, because this pay plan enhancement is going to be a magnet for those kind of people. There's real money to be made. Mind-blowing, zip code changing money, okay? Put on the full court press. Okay. Call reminders. Be sure you are listening to the corporate calls. The opportunity call on Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. There is I think a product call on Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern. You want to listen in on those calls. 319-527-9699 is the number to call. You don't need an access code. Also, my personal enroller, Mike Swilling, holds his legacy team call at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on Thursdays. Mike is the #1 distributor in CTFO. He's a guy you want to listen to. Mike also is a face-to-face, word-of-mouth kind of business builder. If you're building that way, there's nobody better to train you, okay? That number, 319-527-2973. Again, no access code is required. Well, how do you build a CTFO business anyway? I think it's as simple as 1, 2, 3. #1, be an active member. In other words, get on AutoShip for any one $47.47 product or higher. You can order as much as you want, but that $47 AutoShip qualifies you for the entire pay plan, okay? The entire pay plan. There'll be a little twist with the new enhancement, but basically you want to be an active member, be a product of your products. Kind of hard to run a pizza shop if you've never eaten one of your own pizzas, okay? #2, you must advertise your business, okay, and bring in new members. Lots of ways to advertise, as I indicated earlier. You can do it by word of mouth. You can do it on social media. You can do it, let's see, by mail. You can do it with online ads. Anything you can do that brings in new members is a good thing. Of course, the next thing is important is to follow up with any new members that you get. The company will send you an email with that new member's name, address, phone, and email. Now, sometimes there's no phone. Sometimes the email is bad. When I sign somebody up, They don't give me an email. I have to create a phony one, so the email may not work. If you try sending them an email, roughly 90% of emails don't even get opened. You should know that, okay? If you try and call them on the phone, you're probably going to talk to their voicemail. They don't know who you are. I don't answer my cell phone unless it's somebody I know. Why? Spam calls. We're all getting them. Coach Kevin keeps calling me, okay, pitching me whatever he's trying to sell. I don't answer my phone, and neither does anybody else. Now, if you leave them a voicemail, they may or may not call you back because they may not even realize that you're their sponsor. One trick some people do is they text the phone, and if it's a cell phone, you can do that. You can say, hey, I'm Dr. Dick Pritchard. You just signed up under me in CTFO. I'd really like to talk to you and help you out. Call me back at this number. You know, that's one approach. I think the best approach is to send them one of our welcome letters by direct mail. You know what? People don't look at emails. They don't answer their phone, but everybody opens their mail. Okay? You want a welcome letter? Shoot me an email. Say, hi, I'm Joe Smith. ID number. Make sure I have your right ID number. And I will send you a PDF file that is just 2 pages, okay, that you can print out as many times as you want. You should be mailing that welcome letter to every new member. It encourages them to do number 1, because that's one of the first things you want to do with new members is teach them to do number 1, be an active member. The more active members you have, the more money you make, okay? And then you want to teach them how to advertise their business, okay? How to bring in new members. Show them what you're doing. The welcome letter introduces them to our postcard system. Even if you're a super duper Mike Swilling style, face-to-face recruiter, a lot of the people you bring in won't have those skills and will be very shy about it. But anybody can mail a postcard, so you want to let them know about the postcard system. Well, all you do is rinse and repeat, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, until you have at least 7 levels of active members. That's what you're trying to do. Create as large an organization as you can of people who are active. That's how we make money, from the sale of products. You watch the pay plan video, even the pay plan that we have now, you'll see that if you do that, you'll be making a lot of money, okay? That's how you build a business. And the important thing is, no, you don't have to bring them all in. You just have to teach the people you bring in to do what you're doing, and teach them to teach the people they bring in to do what they're doing. It's called duplication. Well, why do we use direct mail? Okay. Isn't that old school? Isn't it outdated? Old technology and all that? Why don't we just use the internet? Well, first of all, direct mail allows you and your entire team to approach people you don't know. The biggest complaint or excuse or whatever you want to call it that I hear all the time is, I've run out of people to talk to. I don't know who else to talk to. I've talked to all my friends. I'm in the No Friends Left Club. They don't want to talk to me about this. They keep saying it's a pyramid scam, blah, blah, blah. Well, why not approach some people you don't know? Direct mail allows you to do that. Of course, you should always contact your warm market, people you do know, people you've worked with in a similar business before. Let them at least know about your business. You can enroll your family members, your spouse, your adult children, your mother, your father, your sisters and brothers, your cousins, your aunts and uncles. You can enroll all those people for free. Don't do it without their permission, all right? But if they're willing to enroll for free, some of them will actually buy product. A few of them may even actually want to build a business, all right? And that's your core team. So once you have that core team, then you can start using direct mail with your core team. Remember, I said you and your team, okay, can use direct mail to approach all the people you don't know. The third reason I use direct mail is anybody can do it with no training, okay? So often in our industry, I see these gurus, and you know, nothing wrong with that, but who have achieved great success in our industry, and now they're selling courses and CDs and training stuff on the internet. I see them all over Facebook. You know, I did such and so. You need to have my training because I can show you how to do this, blah, blah, blah. Well, what they're training you to do is how to approach people that you don't know, how to do cold calling or how to do various stuff like that. Guess what? A lot of people don't want to do that. And even if they do, even if they're willing to do it, they need to be trained to do it. They need to, you know, learn how to use a script on the phone and all those kind of things. Well, our system requires no training. Not too hard to put an address label and a stamp and an ID on a postcard. It really isn't hard. Anybody can do it. Not only that, direct mail is duplicatable. What does that mean? It means that you can do it, the people you bring in can do it, the people they bring in can do it, the people they bring in can do it. No training required. It also builds on what we call leverage, the work of other people. A direct mail system really starts to go crazy and really work when you have lots of other people mailing with you, below you in your organization, okay? So the purpose of a direct mail system is not just to bring people in, it's to create more mailers, all right? That's why it works. Believe me, I've been doing this for about 10 years now, and it works. Well, I do want to tell you a short story this week about something that recently happened to us, okay? I'm doing pretty well at this, and I actually am able to make a full-time living, and my wife works for Ohio State, as some of you know, but we had a major challenge. We went off on vacation to the Charleston area, South Carolina, in July, and we had our handyman come take a look at something in the house while we were gone, and he sent us pictures of how he had to tear down all the interior walls in our family room because we had not a leak, but we had the walls weren't properly sealed and insulated and all that. So he sent us pictures of the family room where he took off down all of the whiteboard and holy cow, he had to literally do the whole room all over again. And he said, that's probably going to cost you about $8,000. It ended up costing us $12,000. Okay, it took a significant portion of the savings that we had saved up to pay for that. Now, this guy's honest, good guy. It wasn't that it just, things kept snowballing as they sometimes do in home projects. And so we go, wow, I guess we need to start saving money again. Thank goodness, my business is creating enough money so that we can put some aside and save it. And then our air conditioning went on the fritz, 90 degrees outside in Ohio, and we called in one air conditioning place, and this guy said, well, you need a couple of parts in your air conditioner, but if I replace them, there's probably major parts. You really need to replace your air conditioner. By the way, let me look at your heater. Goes down and looks at the heater. He says, you got cracks in your heat exchanger. You're all going to get carbon monoxide poisoning. I'm red tagging your furnace and turn the gas off. But we can install a new heating and cooling system for a mere $8,000 to $10,000. And then about the same time, our dishwasher stopped working. It's like one thing after another. Well, we called it, we talked to our handyman, as a guy we trust. He said, have a guy from this company come in and look at your air conditioner. Well, it turned out, he said, no, there's not cracks. I checked for carbon monoxide in your vents. There is none, or it's well below the minimum. He fixed the air conditioner and so on, but during all this time, you know, my wife was really worried, how are we going to pay for all this, and so on and so on. Our stepson is a senior in high school. He's going to college next year. My two granddaughters are going to college in another couple of years, and I need to help them. So she was pretty discouraged, and I just sat her down. I showed her the numbers from the business and the numbers from our finances. I do manage our finances. And I said, look, you know, we got two choices, just like the day I got laid off from my job 10 years ago, 11 years ago, actually. We got two choices. We can lay down and die, or we can stand up and fight. You know, that's the choice that everybody has when they're faced with a challenge. It distresses me to see how many people lay down and die. They sell the house. They put the 401k into an annuity, and they try to live on that and Social Security. I could have done that back when I lost my job. Go live in an apartment, live on one of those fixed incomes that people are always talking about. But that's just not my nature. I'm a stand up and fight kind of guy. Okay? And I hope that those who are listening to me right now are thinking about that. Are you a lay down and die person, or are you a stand up and fight person? The stand up and fight people are the ones who are successful, not just in our business, but in life in general. Be a stand up and fight person. Okay? Have a fantastic week, guys. I can't wait to see as many of you as possible in Reno. Dr. Dick signing off.